Hello, hello, hello. I think I'm working now. Welcome to the stream. It's me, Word Girl. Well, I am the Mad Hatter, and welcome to my garden. It is March Madness, so we are doing... You can see and hear me? Great, awesome. I'm so glad. Thank you so much for letting me know. Yes, we are... it's March Madness, so usually what I do is go a little bit Mad Hatter on this season. Ugh, my flower is not right. Okay. And then we today I have this lovely little tea set. A nice tea set, and I have the little teacup to go with it. So if you redeem tea time, I will not drink out of a regular mug. I will drink out of the little tea set. Yeah, so also we are supposed to be playing some VR games. There is the game I Expect You to Die, which is a spy game. And I was going to see if we can play that. Now, the thing about it is, I don't know how to get it where I can see you guys in the chat while I am playing. Una is here. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the garden. Welcome to the madness. Samara says I should redeem tea time. More people here. Yes, more people have arrived. I look a bit laggy on my side. Am I laggy to you guys? Hopefully not. If I am, it's okay. I will just have to... I should have probably restart my computer before I started streaming. That's what I usually do when my computer has been running for quite a while. But yeah, I didn't. I just said, you know what? Let's go. Samar has reached a 7-stream streak. Woohoo! Yay, it's the day 7 of stream. Thank you so much, Samar. And you have 450 well-deserved wisps to use for whatever you like to use them for. And, of course, I believe tea time is about that much. So you do not have to redeem tea time immediately. It's fine not to. I don't expect you to. I don't want you to, actually, yet. But that is funny that that's around the amount you need for tea time. I think it's a little higher than that, though. But yes, nefarious deeds. Okay, so anyways, announcements first. We have the zine. The zine is ending in about 5 days, less than 5 days now, which it ends on my birthday, which is March 13th. And the usual play this game crew. Maybe they might. I maybe should have started streaming when Bill was supposed to start streaming, because then there may have been more people. But I was not prepared to do that. I was prepared to stream after Bill, but Bill canceled, so I'm like, okay, it's fine. I hope they're all right. But anyways, it's fine. If I don't get too much of a turnout, I don't mind, but I appreciate you guys who are here. But if you guys need to leave too, doesn't matter. It's okay. Sometimes my streams have a lot of people, and then sometimes my streams just have a couple of people, and it's okay either way. I appreciate whatever and whoever's here. I don't even have music going. That's the problem here. I'm like, something is so quiet about the stream. Okay, let's put the very, very low background music on. Okay? I don't like the music to be too overwhelming, but I don't want the music to be off, because then it will be a little bit boring, I think. Alright, let me know if that music is too loud. It seems like it's a little bit loud. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit more. Okay. Samar says, I thought about linking then, but I got distracted. Linking what? Attempting to stream whatever computer or phone allowed until you allowed. Oh, you tried to stream Sims 4 on Discord with a friend the other night and your friend hated it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, you're saying your computer is your friend that hated streaming? Oh my goodness. Yeah, so my computer... Yeah, I don't, for one, I need to do better with my computers. Because... I'm sure my computers... Ah! The Angry Badger is here! Oh, how are you doing? And what have I got on my head? It is a Mad Hatter hat. I'll tilt it to the side. Tilt it to this side. So you guys can see it more. I think I'm too high now. There you go. I am in the garden. We are in the garden. We have our tea. And I am the Mad Hatter today. Welcome, the Angry Badger. Angry Badger, Mad Hatter sounds like a good combo. To me. Una says, my Wi-Fi doesn't like high quality. Oh no. I know the feeling. You know, I have a T-Mobile phone, but and I'm supposed to have 5G data, but then the data is always dropping out, and then I have to use my Wi-Fi. And it's like, what? Why? This is not what I'm paying for. Samar says, my hard drive has warned of its imminent demise. Oh no. Whenever you have to get a new computer, that's a lot. It's like, I recently got a new computer because my old computer could not do all this. Do you know I have 4 screens hooked up to this now? And I have 3 webcams hooked up to this now. And I'm about to try to stream VR. So, yeah. That other computer could not. Yes, rather splendid, the angry badger. Samar says, I have T-Mobile Wi-Fi. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I haven't properly seen the hat until now. Yeah, I was sitting too high before. Let me actually take it off so you guys can see it, because it's a really nice hat. And I feel like I want to make something like this because it's so cute. Look at it. I ordered it from like a costume company. And it looks like I could make something like this, but I said I don't have time to do that. But it's just a cute little purple hat. It has all these feathers and flowers on it. It has a little butterfly on it, and it has the little card suits on it because it's the Mad Hatter. I just said, this is so cute. I just got it. But I've actually made a fascinator similar to this before with feathers, flower, and a butterfly. So I'm like, when I see this kind of thing, I'm like, I could do this. But it's beautiful. Props, but tink to whoever made this. But yeah. Oh, and it has a peacock feather too. And I love the colors. I love purple and blue like this. Is it an Easter hat? Well, it can be. It is quite the colors of Easter and spring. But yeah, I think it's supposed to be the Mad Hatter hat because of the card suits, of course, most definitely. But yeah. So the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland is what I am going for here. But yes, the Easter bonnets, yes, basically. Easter bonnets can be like this as well. Oh, goodness. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, so also, before we get started, I need to show something. I need to show, okay, I'm gonna go to the Quiz King. That's not him. I'm following him, so I don't know where it is. Is this in... These subscriptions are not in the order of... There it is, okay. I'm like, this is not in the order of alphabetical. It's not in the order of when I started following it either. I don't know what these subscriptions are in the order of. I think this is the one. I need to make sure this is the one I'm supposed to be playing. So yep, this is it. Alright. Oops. I have so many screens flying around. Okay, hold on. Ah, it's not going. Okay. Let's pause this. Alright. Flies around. The order of madness, exactly. Alright, so, darts passed. Easter hats are usually wider and flatter. Yes, that's true. Like an Easter bonnet is not like a top hat. But, alright, so I'm going to play this, which is, basically, the Quiz King is another streamer I will shout out. If I have his handle correct, I'm gonna make sure first. Because I don't like to accidentally... I've accidentally rated to the wrong person and stuff before. Yep, he is currently live. Alright, so the Quiz King has something called QNN News, which is basically where streamers can continue to streamers can support each other by sorry, I cannot talk. Alright. I wonder if Handsome will do this. Yes, he did it anyway. Great, awesome. Okay, so alright, so basically the Quiz King is a streamer. He's currently streaming right now, but he has this thing called QNN News, where streamers and other people in the community can advertise things that are going on. So he likes for everybody to kind of show this on their stream so that everybody can kind of know what's going on in the community. So if you know of Christian Ninja, he is associated with Christian Ninja and the Taco Network. So you will see some of them also in the video. So some of these events may have passed already, but I did not stream until now. So I'm going to play the video now, and afterwards we are going to get into the stuff, okay? First, let me unmute YouTube, because I think I have YouTube muted. I did not want ads playing and stuff. Samara says, have you seen the bonnet? Oh, you're still talking about Easter bonnets. Your face is several inches back so guys can't randomly kiss you. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like those things where they have like over their head and then they have like a hood over them. I didn't know that was the reason why they had that. So guys can't randomly kiss you. That's funny. Okay. All right, let's play this really quickly.
Hello everyone, this is the Quiz King here at QNN, bringing you this week's community news, sponsored by Taco. Want a chance to meet Flatcap Dapper Pastor in person? Flatcap will be in Orlando March 4th through the 7th, Port Orange March 8th, and in Miami March 9th. Reach out to him in Discord if you want to arrange a meetup. Taco is excited to announce that there are now Discord community game nights. Starting March 8th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, join in the Friday Fiesta. March 8th will be a Jackbox party. March 15th, golf with friends. March 22nd, free-to-play games, and rounding off the month with a Taco team party with a Jackbox party. The Alliance for Creative Outreach is looking for volunteers to fill some important leadership positions in community groups. If you have a heart to support Christian content creators, please contact Christian Ninja or Ukulele for Worship for more information. Og Nation is hosting a birthday stream from Friday at 6 p.m. Central Time. Come on by to help celebrate his birthday and give him some love and support. Tired of trying to organize a game night or convince someone to play a board game with you? Wordy Girl has crafted a solo journaling RPG Zine, a game to play at your own pace and your own time in the mysterious sci-fi world of will-o-wisp spies, lies, and surprise. If this piques your fancy and you want to support the project, click on the link in the description to the game's Kickstarter. Arcone Lightwave is hosting a tabletop role-playing game, or a TTRPG, using the Cypher rule system called Shards of Atlantis, featuring members of the Taco team. The sessions are recorded live Saturdays at 5 p.m. Eastern on Arcone's Twitch channel. Join in on the adventure where superpowers are real and Atlantis has secrets just waiting to be uncovered. If you are or know a Christian content creator who has a special event coming up, please email your submissions to thequizking3@gmail.com or reach out to me on Discord. I'd love to include it in next week's announcements. The deadline for submissions will be the Friday of each week at 10 p.m. Eastern. That's all the news we have for this week. This has been your host, the Quiz King, here at QNN. Over and out.
Sorry, technical difficulties. Okay, hello. I'm back. All right, that's it. We just had to play those announcements really quickly, and they are done. So there's a lot of cool stuff going on in the community. So if you'd like to check them out, please do follow the Quiz King, like I said, and you can have fun and figure out more about Taco and other associated streamers. Now, I believe that we are going to have to step into the VR world. So, I will be right back and we will see what happens. Now, the problem here is I don't know if the VR headset is going to get my voice where you guys can hear. But if not, I will just have to bend my microphone over there. But what we're going to do is we are going to go to the waiting screen really quick, and then I will appear back, okay? So thank you guys for your patience. I will be right back. Hello, I am back in a weird place. So, basically, my hat is horribly crooked. I will take it off for the moment. And welcome to the other side of my room, where I have cleared out an area so we can do VR stuff. Now, this camera is annoying because it keeps moving. I want it to follow me when I'm doing VR, but I don't want it to keep moving when I'm just being still. So what I'm gonna do is turn. Is that it? It turned off? Excuse me. It didn't turn off. I turned it off. Okay. I think it's off now. Okay, it's off. All right. So, anyways, I'm gonna have to figure something out because these headphones are not long enough. This cord is just obviously like still. Hello. Yes, that would be great if I was still in the garden. Now the butterflies have come inside. But also, I did see AJ's here. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, AJ. And you did redeem someone say something as well. Did you hear him sing something? Or did he not say anything? Because if he didn't say anything, I'm sorry. As I didn't hear him, but I also didn't really have my headphones on because I was trying to do stuff. But, yeah. The lighting over here is weird as well. And the angle of the camera is very weird. But, you heard him? Great. Awesome. All right, so basically what's happening here is this is the spot for me to play VR games. I can also stand up. So I have my chair here, but I also have it where I can push the chair over there and we can stand up so that I can play VR games. Now I did first test this VR game and it actually told you to sit down. Like it showed a chair and said, sit down, put on your headset and sit down. So you don't have to stand up while you're playing it. So, yeah, so we're probably gonna just sit down for this one. What I'm going to do, yeah, safety first, exactly. They're like, don't. And what happened earlier is I actually started, I don't even think that was today. It was one day because I finally got my VR headset. I didn't have one at first, but I was like, hey, this place looks good. I want to go out there. And I tried to stand up, but like you guys know that over there that I'm under usually is my desk, but there's a bunk bed over there. So I tried to stand up and go over there and I bumped my head on the bunk bed. I said I'm being as bad as these people that have VR and they're like crashing into the wall and everything. I was like, I felt so weird. I was like, I didn't think I would do something like that, and I did it. So, just goes to show, once you have the headset on, you can forget where you are. Okay, so anyways, yeah, so let's see. I'm going to turn on the headset, and we are going to see if this will work. I am going to also, there's something called Steam Link, and Steam Link is supposed to link the VR headset with my computer, and I believe, oh no, once you have a headset on, you become invincible. Well, you think you're invincible. Alright, I'm going to take these headphones off, okay? And I'm going to turn that on, and then I'm going to try to connect, and when I do, then I'm going to see if I can hear through the headset, because I was actually hearing the clicky clicky keyboard through the headset when I did try it before. So I'm going to see if that can happen again. Alright. Thank you for bearing with me, because I don't know about this. This is my first time doing this VR setup stuff. So I have this, and gonna go into the world of VR. Now I look like a weird thing with a thing on their face. And you can't even see what I see yet. Well, it's just the logo for now. I'm gonna see if I can, as the screen says, click that button and it should start streaming what I see to you guys. So the whole stream won't just be about the whole stream is not supposed to just be about you looking at me like this and you can't see what I'm doing. Steam Link. I'm gonna click that and see if this works. Yep, connecting. Come on, hurry up. Wait. Didn't work. Okay. Quit this. Quit. Okay. We're gonna do this again. Sorry. Thank you for your patience. This is weird. What am I supposed to do? Click. Oh yes, camera. Click camera. Click cast. Computer. Next. Okay. You're supposed to be able to see what I see. Ah, okay, now I see it. Okay, hold on. what I'm gonna do is drat. Hold on. The problem is it's showing up on my other monitor, so I have to widescreen it. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, I think. Alright, so hopefully you guys can see what I can see now. I think you can. Okay, let's see what you guys said. Nothing. Alright. Well, guess what? Sometimes when I'm going to have a redeem where you guys say, look at the chat or something, because I cannot see what you guys are saying when I have this thing on. So I'm going to have a redeem where you guys can see, but look, that's me. That's me. Supposedly me. Whoa. That doesn't quite look like me. That's as much as an avatar my Facebook avatar can look like. It's taking a long time to load. Okay, so what we're really gonna do is just go to Steam link. But also, Samar, I think you would like these cacti that are over here. When I saw this place, I said, Samar might like this place. It looks like some kind of desert place. And it's really cool. And it looks like I'm in a weird place. Okay. Connect. Uh-oh. Now we're getting out of that place. So the problem is it said it might lag because I'm connected to Wi-Fi technically and not to an Ethernet cable. But okay, here we are. This place is so weird. And this is the place I was at when earlier when I tried to get up. I wanted to go out there. Because that place looks really cool to go out there. But okay. Ooh, look who's online. Alright, let's go. We're gonna play I Expect You to Die as we're supposed to be playing. And, yeah, let's launch it and see what happens. Oh my goodness. Ah. Alright. We're gonna resume it. I didn't really play it very much at all. I just, like, selected the menu stuff. But let me see if the chat is... Yep. Oh, you like that desert place? Cool. Uh-oh. Okay, it's playing. Alright. Now, this is supposed to be a spy game, so we're gonna see what happens. Wait, why is this still here? I said resume. Okay. See how it says sit comfortably and look forward? Okay, I'm going to use this button. There we go. Now, the thing is, can you guys hear what I can hear? Can you guys hear that? Oh, goodness.
Welcome to the Enhanced Operative Division. I am your assigned handler and support agent. We're going to be fast friends, I have no doubt. Your new implants allow you to use telekinetic abilities to manipulate the world around you. Back when I was a field agent, we had to pick things up the old-fashioned way.
So I just want to make sure you guys can hear what he's saying.
I find testing your spine to be an absolute joy, don't you? Try leaning left.
Wait. I really want to see if you guys can hear first. Oh no! What happened to my whole computer? I can't even see you guys anymore. And the music is getting turned up so loud. Okay. what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quit because ugh, I don't even know if I'm still streaming. I can't see anything. The whole game took over my computer screen. Alright, so I don't know if you guys can still see me, but the game is still stuck on my computer screen. I don't know if you guys can hear me either. I'm going to try to go see what I can do to get that game off of the screen. Hold on. Okay, guys, can you hear me? Una says the title's a tad scary. Nope, I cannot see the Steam messages. That's the problem. You can hear me now? Okay, but could you guys hear what was happening in the game? Could you hear the music and the guy talking? Okay, good. That's my main problem. But the thing is, I don't know why. Yes, if you friend me on Steam or Facebook, then I can see your messages. But that's a lot to do. And it will only be your messages that I can see. I just need to figure something out. I'm also trying to figure out how I can stream again without it taking over the whole screen, because I couldn't even see you guys after I did that. Hold on. I'm coming back over there. Okay. So what happened basically when I went into the VR world, this monitor that I'm looking at right now that I can read you guys on, disappeared. Like, it was taken over by the game. Even though I saw the game in my headset, it was taken over by the game. Also, my other computer was taken over by that game as well. And I'm trying to figure out what I can do to make the game not appear over, because that's the reason why I have a monitor over here, so I can be able to see the chat, so that if you guys say something, what I'm supposed to be able to do is take this headset off for a second and look at the chat and then put the headset back on. But yes, of course you can friend me on Steam. That's great. I'm also glad you guys could hear, because that was the main thing. I was just trying to ask you guys, could you hear the guy? Because I'm like, I don't want to play this whole game and then when I take the headset off, I see that you guys are saying, what is happening? I didn't hear anything you said. That would be disappointing. Okay. So, anyways, I'm going to put it back on, I guess. I mean, OBS settings, that's not the thing. See, OBS is what I'm looking at right now. But, okay, usually when I open a game in Steam, see, what happened? The site came back because I'm not putting the headphones on. When I open a game in Steam and I'm looking at the screen, I could, like, make the game. What is that thing you said to do? Like Alt Control or something, so that the game can be a window, and then I can put the game on the screen I want the game to be on, so that it's not full screen, forced full screen, and blocking everything else. That's what I need to do. But since the game launched from the headset and it's linked to the computer, when I took this off, the computers had that there. Alt Tab. Okay. So what I'm going to do is try to put this on again and see if I Alt Tab. See if it will work. Alright, so let's try again. Okay. That's weird. My hand is weird because that. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do is go back in Steam Link. Connect again. Also, I see my Wi-Fi is not very My Wi-Fi is for some reason low. But that's, for one, I'm going to let you know it is storming where I am. I can hear rain outside. Now, how can I find you, Samar? Can I find you on here, or do I have to go to my actual Steam? Is there a way for me to friend you from this place? I don't know. Steam. Launch. Can't. Oh, what was this? Oh, never mind. No. Alright, so I guess Steam is already launched. Oh, you gave me a code. Okay, great. Una's lurking. Thank you for lurking. Sorry about your Wi-Fi. Also, you guys can't see it anymore. Okay. I'm going to have to go fix this so you guys can see. Thank you. I'm going to put your friend code in also when I go over there. Thank you for your patience with these technical difficulties. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. Add a friend. Okay, I've sent you an invite, Smar. Okay, now let me go back here. I have to cast again because clearly it thought that I was done. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm about to go to the... I need to find a better way for these screens to be set up, honestly. Angry Badger says, nobody understands wireless networking. That's the reason it's called Wi-Fi. But tink. Okay, I'm trying to make it where I turn the screen slightly to this side so that I can see it from there so that I can... And it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Just have to keep going back and forth. Okay, so I'm going to just cast now. I'm going to go over there and cast. Then I'm going to come back over here, okay? And then I'm going to go back over there. Okay. So, I'm going to cast again. Well, it's not working. I think my Wi-Fi is cutting up. That's one of the reasons. I'm gonna go reload the page. Goodness. Okay. I can't do it from here. Okay, so one of the things I need to do is reorganize my desk so that I can be able. Oh, wow. Weird. But at least I see this working. Okay. Okay. Okay, here I am now. It's casting. You guys should see. Now, I'm going to go back in Steam Link. Can you guys hear these sounds that are playing now? If not, it's okay. See, this place is glitching. At least it's glitching for me. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is... Are they nature sounds? Hello, Samar. I don't really hear any sounds right now. If so, yes. If not, then no. Yes, they were nature sounds back when I asked. Yes. Great. Awesome. Alright, we're gonna launch this. Okay, resume. Now, I'm trying to see if my computer's going to go berserk again. Okay. And you can hear the guy. And the game did not take over my computer this time. Great. You can hear them quietly. Should I turn it up a bit? Alright, lane left.
Sometimes our agents need to lean in both directions. Try leaning right now.
Alright, is that better volume?
Now that we're finished with calisthenics, let's move on to dexterity. Press the button under your index finger. You found the trigger button. Fully extending that same index finger is what we call pointing. Very useful for pressing buttons. Turn your head to the left. Try pressing one of the buttons on the radio there.
Oh. Oh, well, that's weird.
Press buttons with your index finger is beyond reproach, Agent. But what about your ability to press the grip button beneath your middle finger? It seems you have a grip on those controls. I've left you a very cryptic note by the projector. Try picking it up using the grip or trigger button. Good. Now, I don't normally condone the use of fire indoors, but what the hell? Pick up the lighter on your left and use your left hand to press the Y button, or right hand to press the B button to light it. Use Y or B to burn the note.
Okay, wait. So what I'm gonna do is, since you guys cannot hear, oh, I know why you can hear a little bit, because
Pressing the Y or B button
it's loud in my headphones and you're hearing it out of my
note.
you're hearing it out of my microphone. That's not what you're supposed to be hearing it out of. I'm going to go get turn this. Hopefully this works. I'm going to turn this off. Let me turn this down a little bit. Oh no. Come on.
You seem to have dropped some important trading items from your desk. No need to get up. Save that precious energy for sitting in the field.
Okay. I can't turn it down because I'm standing up. I'm going to go over here. Okay. I hope that now I am super loud. Oh no. Okay. Am I still super loud right now? Or is it because you have a loudspeaker now? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this down. I want to turn this back down. It's too loud. Alright, can you guys hear it now better? Because I now have it on the casting. It says you can probably hear. Hopefully that works. I don't know.
You seem to have dropped some important trading items from your desk. No need to
Oh no.
save that precious energy for sitting.
Okay. Now it's echoing because I can hear it in the browser and in the headphones. Could you guys hear it echoing? Volume is good on the Twitch stream. Okay. You could not hear him echoing, could you? Goodness. Okay, so that's just me. Because I'm able to, since it's Stream Link, I'm able to hear. So like, try to make someone laugh, and I should be able to hear him laugh through this. And that's the problem. Oh no, someone is echoing. Can you guys hear someone echoing? Hopefully not. Alright. You can't hear someone at all? Okay. Can anybody else hear someone? You can't? Okay. So only I can hear him, and... Okay, you know what's happening? I know what it is. Someone is supposed to come out of my other headphones that are plugged up, but since I'm connected to Steam Link, then the other headphones aren't working right now. Hearing voice is not a good sign. Yeah, okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. You know what I need to do? Ooh, I don't know. Okay. I'm so sorry, guys. I appreciate your patience. I'm glad that you guys are here to help me troubleshoot this because this is fun helping you solve. I'm glad it's fun. I don't want you guys to be frustrated and like, when is she going to play the game? Okay, so what I'm about to do is try to... It is a puzzle indeed. I'm about to try to see if I can get the desktop audio. Wait, what other audios can I see here? Is this microphone on? I don't want you to be able to hear out of that camera. Okay. Hopefully nothing exploded, hopefully. So, the problem here is that I cannot Properties. Device. Here we go. Maybe this should work properly. That's so sweet. Okay, I need to read that. Can you guys hear me all right? Hopefully you guys can hear me. I don't know. Angry. You can hear music? Is it this? I don't know, someone can't see anyone. You hear someone now? Okay, great.
Pressing the Y or B button will light the lighter when holding it. Burn my note, the one that says "Burn after reading," to reveal just how clever I am.
Aww, much love. And, it's your birthday tomorrow? Happy early birthday! Okay. Now, I need to... Yep, I know, I'm supposed to light the lighter, but now I have to cast it again. Oh, you're saying if you heard, oh, you can hear. Okay. Okay, I'm glad you can hear it now. Back in the desert place. Trying to see if this works now. Thank you for your patience. desktop audio is still making a lot of noise. What's playing? Can you guys hear that nature sound still? What do you guys hear through the desktop audio? Are you guys still hearing the game? I'm not in the game anymore. But the levels on this, I am very quiet. Can you hear me now? You're hearing game music still? It's still the jazz from the spy game? Oh no. Well, guess what? What I'm seeing here, I'm back in your desert place. And it's not casting. I'm in the desert place. It's very quiet and it's not casting anything. Alright, so maybe what I should do is, I mean, see, you're saying Alt-Tab, but I don't see the game on any of my screens. Well, first the game was taking over all my screens. Now the game is not on any of my screens. Okay, well, let's try. Make sure. Maybe it is in the background. It is in the background! Oh no! Alt-Tab is not working. Oh no. Okay, so basically, well, you were right. It was in the background, and I just had to use Task Manager to just quit the whole task. I don't even know what's happening. I obviously need more training when it comes to streaming VR stuff. I might have to play. Yeah, you play a lot of Steam games. Yeah, cool. They do. Unfortunately. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to, I don't know. I think there's a way to plug the VR headset into the computer. Maybe that will be better than wirelessly connecting. I don't know. It might not be better. But if I try again, we can see what happens because I changed the desktop audio to come out of this headset. So I want somebody to see if they can redeem something for someone to say something or something, and see if you guys hear him. I'm gonna put this on and see if I hear him. I didn't hear him. Did you hear him? Okay. I'm back on here. You didn't hear me there? Okay. Well, now. We're going to put this down. I'm going to quickly go over here. We're going to full screen this. You can't explode anything. Okay. Alright, I have an experiment now. What I'm going to do. Why did I leave my mouse over there? Okay. I'm going to try this again, okay? Now I'm going to redeem for someone to say something. I didn't hear him. I don't hear the clicky noise either. Let me see. Yeah, I don't hear the... What on earth did I put in the chat? I was trying to just test the clicky keyboard. Okay. Yeah, that's not working. I thought that I figured something out. Guess not. Can you guys hear now the clicky sound? No? Doesn't look like it. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna try to put the headset on. And then see if I can hear it. Nope. I don't. Do you guys hear the nature sound? No. Doesn't look like it works. Okay, what I'm gonna do is change this back to Can you guys hear something now? The cat did kill the audio on because something's making a weird noise. Oh, that's me glitching because my arms aren't there. know what's happening. It's coming out of those other headphones. Okay. I didn't like that. I was like, what is this? It was not coming from the VR world. It was coming out of my other headphones. I don't know what that was. Somebody pressing a keyboard or something? What was that noise? Your cat put her paw on the same button. Do you guys still hear it bad? Oh no, what is happening now? It's looking like it's... You only hear me? Okay. Well, this doesn't look very good. I have feedback. Oh no, it's the clicking sound again. I feel like a key is being pressed or something. Because I don't know what that clicking sound is. I don't know. Maybe. Ugh. This is annoying. I thought we were going to be able to play a cool game. I feel like I probably have to just reload my whole screen. Reload my whole computer. Because too much stuff is running and I don't know. Okay, well. Thought we could get into the game. Whew, so, well, at least you guys got to see my new setup. And sticky keys and accessibility. Yeah, I don't think sticky keys are on, but I could check. My hair's probably so messed up. There's one thing we can do. What? Oh. Can you hear the birds tweeting? Because the birds are supposed to tweet when this happens. You can't hear the birds. Tea time and a sprint. Okay. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. So, anyways, this is my new setup, which I think is pretty cool. Tea time and a sprint will make me feel better, probably. I just need to figure stuff out more. I feel like me going back and forth is not a good streaming time for you guys. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that, Samara. I'm going to turn this thing off for now. Okay. Alright. So. Yes, you can talk to me in world and out of world. Thank you. Wait, why did it come back on? I told you to turn yourself off. Turn yourself off, computer. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go over to the other place again. There's some lag between video and audio. Yeah, my whole computer's just lagging. I need to... I'm gonna have to, hold on. Close. I'm gonna put you guys on the wait screen. I should be right back. Okay, so can you guys hear me okay? Hopefully. I'm back in the garden. Hi. I did hear someone say, obligatory associate, do not speak. And I also hear the birds. But the problem is, when I tried to unmute it so you guys can hear it, then I still heard that click, 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 click. I don't know what that is. And I don't hear that, but I can hear other stuff out of the headphones. I heard the birds, and I heard someone out of this headphone. And yes, you guys are talking about you could hear the song. That song is playing out of the stream. I can't hear that song out of these headphones. Set everything on fire. Exactly. I don't know what on earth is happening to anything. Okay, I'm gonna go to settings really quick. Oh no, what am I doing? That's not the right thing I meant to click. I thought it was gone. Okay. I don't know what the source of that noise is. Because I don't hear it, but it sounds almost like... It's a funny rumbly noise. It's because I keep unmuting this. Oh, your dog's snoring. Oh, that sounds so cute. I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna... remove desktop audio. No, I don't want to do that. Properties. See, I hear someone singing right now. You guys can't. And then when I unmute someone, you hear that clicky? Okay. You guys probably don't hear it anymore. I'm gonna unplug my headphones. Try again. You don't hear the clicky? Do you hear it now? Oh no! It sounds like this mouse clicking. No! Did you guys not hear that? That sounded horrifying. First there was like a click, 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 click. Then the click started like, and then someone started like, and he was echoing so much. You guys, I don't know what's wrong with my computer. I need to restart the computer. That's what was happening to you earlier? Oh no. Oh my goodness. At least it's not happening to you anymore. I apologize for that, because that was very surprising when I heard that. Everybody thinks it's ghosts. Okay. I think I fixed something. Your cat is nuzzling the phone. Nice, okay. I am going to see if you guys can hear the clicky clicky in a good way. Alright, could you guys hear that at all? The clicking sound, instead of it sounding horrifying? You think so? Okay. Yes. Alright, so let me see if I can play music. Let's see. Can you guys hear the little music? It's very low and faint. You have your volume lower than before? Yeah, because you didn't want that thing to happen again. The music is a bit low, but if anybody hears it, let me know. I'm gonna tell someone to say something and see what happens. Okay, did you guys hear that? You can't hear music. Did you guys hear someone? No? Oh no. You can't hear music, but you're old and you have heavy hearing. No, I doubt if it's you can hear it. I can hear it. That's very weird. Can you guys hear now? Okay, you can hear it. Alright, great. Alright, let's see if you can hear someone now.
I am not joking. Does it seem like I'm joking? Da 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 do do do.
Okay. Okay, I finally fixed it. I don't even know what was going on. But alright, finally. I'm glad you're not joking. Success. Nice. Alright, yeah, I know you're quoting someone. Alright, so Angel glared at someone. Okay. Well, that was something. I know you did a redeem tea time though. He was to blame for the noise earlier. I'm sure he's blowing up the entire stream. It's his fault. Alright, let's see. I know.
Kaboom!
See, there he goes. He loves that. So, yes, it's his fault, and he has no problem with taking the blame for it. Alright, so I know that you redeemed tea time, and you said a sprint could be good? Yes. I think so. Josiah's here. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. Sorry, you did miss me trying VR. And I'm scared to try it again because it was very problematic. But we were playing a game called I Expect You to Die, and it's supposed to be spies, but we couldn't get past the opening scene where they're teaching you how to do controls. We were supposed to burn something, which of course someone would love, but someone didn't want us to, I guess. He started being crazy. Tamara says it was the stream gets possessed by ghosts haunting someone. Maybe it's related to Seventh Guest. Oh no! Feeling lonely. You did see that game? Okay, nice. Alright, so some of it that you saw probably wasn't a game. It was probably just me in the place. It was me in the VR world. And that is the VR world where you can just, like, dress up your character and stuff like that. So it's the default place to exist. Alright. So, we're gonna do tea time. You were here the whole time, but it was very glitchy. Yes, of course. That was my fault also. Everything was glitching everywhere for everybody. I'm so sorry. Hopefully I will get the hang of VR and we can actually do something cool next time. But let me, without further ado, start this tea kettle because Samara has redeemed tea time. Okay. It was someone's fault. Yes. It was someone's fault. Alright, so while we're waiting for the tea to brew or whatever, I don't know. I'm gonna put this hat back on, I guess. I'm gonna try to.
Obligatory associate.
There we go.
Of course I do.
Alright. So, let's, Alright, let's see, how long we will...
Kaboom!
Josiah. Alright, so, we're gonna see how long to sprint for. Uh-oh. "28-minute stream." I mean, stream. 28-minute sprint. Also, I did not see that you did say, Josiah, don't hide my redeem. I redeemed Agent Someone and some ghosts sabotaging the VR stream. Interesting. Okay, so, we're gonna try that, I guess. We'll see what AI does with it. It's weird. And AJ had a prompt redeem as well. Ah! AJ wants a prompt. Someone held the laptop over his head. A broad smile spread across his face. I can imagine him doing that. But what you redeemed was give me a prompt, please. Do you mean to say, that you're giving me the prompt? Or do you write something? Or do you want me to give you a prompt about that? That sounds like a prompt to me. Okay, you're giving the prompt to me. Okay, great. Why am I... Oh. It's okay. You don't have to redeem it. It's fine. I understand. Okay. So this was... yours, Samar. Samar says... Agent someone and ghosts sabotaging the VR stream. Okay, this is very weird. So it looks like these guys are in VR and then there's like a guy with a gun on a TV. Like, are all these guys playing in VR showing the same guy on the TV? Okay. These guys are looking like spies in a weird base, but then they have VR on their face. These guys are playing VR. They have suits. They have remotes. Or is that a gun? I do not think you should have a gun when you are in VR. The orange blob on the first one is Ghost. Yes, probably so. And then this guy is putting up a thumbs up saying, I'm in the VR world. Remote gun. Yeah, like Duck Hunt or something? Probably. Yeah, all these guys look like cool agents. And they're up here in the VR space. So thank you to Samar for redeeming that again. Hacker voice. I'm in. Exactly. So we're going to get started with the sprint, I guess, for 28 minutes. We'll probably pour some tea first. If you would like to join the sprint from the server, I will put the link in the chat. Handsome co-host will, actually. There we go. If you'd like to join the server where we're doing sprints and keep track of your words, you can do that. But if not, no worries. You can join right there from the comfort of your Twitch chat. We are going to sprint for 28 minutes. I'm going to get the clock on the screen. Una says, what is that in the screen? Oh yeah, I did see in the last image. I saw it looked a little weird, but I don't know what it was. I can look back at it again. There's the clock. Alright, I will let you know when the sprint starts and then I will look back at that image. Alright, the sprint begins. Alright, let's get the large version of this image so we can see. Alright, this is the large version of this image. Uh-oh. They're nads. Okay. While you guys are nads, I'm going to say that there are 27 minutes and 33 seconds on the clock, but I'm gonna go and try to pour myself some tea, I guess. Oh, what kind of tea should I get? Samar? Samar, you're not in ads because Samar is a super cool subscriber. So, Samar, what tea would you like? Una says, I can't join you because you aren't there. Oh no, yeah, I didn't join. I actually did not join the sprint yet. So I'm going to join the sprint now. I'm gonna join with 0 words. Something calming. Good. Alright. Okay, AJ is back. Woohoo! Alright, let's see if we can find some calming tea. What sounds most calming? Maybe a tea without caffeine would be calming. Cranberry Vanilla Wonderland is herbal tea and it's caffeine free. I think that would be calming. Una says, I don't hope any progress because I'm trying to construct a sentence and it's not working. Yeah. Alright, so here is my question. This is my first time using this teapot. Should I put the tea bag inside the teapot? Or should I just put the tea bag inside the little cup and pour the water in there? Like, I'm scared of this. I hope it does not break or anything. This is my first time using this. It is ceramic, exactly. It is. So, yeah, don't put the tea bag inside of here. Good, okay. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna leave that for decorative purposes. And then we're gonna see this. Run hot tap water in it and then swish it around. It is gorgeous. Yes, it is. And I'm scared that it's going to break because I did not use it yet. Yes, if I go, I guess I could go and swish hot water in them to temper them first before putting the very hot water in them. And then after doing that, yes, heat it with sink water, exactly, so it can be used to it and not have a sudden shock and then crack. But after that, still put the tea bag inside of here in the little cup. Put hot kettle water in slowly. Okay. Warm to pot. 1 teaspoon of tea per person plus 1 per pot. 1 teaspoon of tea. Yes, it is hard to clean. I know. I actually do have bottle cleaners and stuff like that, but I'm sure that it could probably get stained. I know, that's why you're saying to don't put the tea bag in there. But so look inside. It looks quite clean now because I washed it. It came clean though, I still just washed it. And then, of course it can stain there. If it were a shorter spout, I would say in the pot. Just fine to do tea bags per 1 cup, okay. Clean? I do hope you're not suggesting cleaning the inside of a teapot. You never do that. Exactly. Yes, tea might stain it. So, yes, up this funnel here is kind of hard to get, but I actually do have what you call these little straw cleaners that I use sometimes. Because I don't like to use single-use plastic straws, so I have a lot of reusable straws. And I have a little pipe cleaner thing that cleans those straws. It is glazed, not stoneware. Okay. I can look up and see exactly what material it's made out of. Hello, Angry Badger. Thank you for joining the Discord. Yep, it's supposed to be ceramic. Yeah, it claims it's porcelain, so I'm not sure. Anyways, what were we doing? Oh yes, I was trying to show you this, but you guys were in the ads. The Shadow Legion! Hello! Welcome to the stream! Also, yes, I'm so sorry. I need to change my current thing. I'm no longer playing. I expect you to die, unfortunately. I am playing. I'm writers now. Writers. I have changed. I would change. Sorry. Yes, so we are working on writing because the VR stream did not work out. Uh-oh. Wrong screen. Alright, so here we go. Una was asking, what was this on the screen here? So, I don't know. What does that look like? Looks like security footage or something. I don't know what it could be. Where can I see what you're writing? Well, I haven't started writing yet, unfortunately. Sometimes I show my writing currently on the screen while I am typing. Sometimes I am working on secret stuff, so I don't show you guys. But I can show you guys what I'm typing if I ever do get to actually start typing. I do have to follow AJ's prompt. But yes, Una, you asked what was on this picture, and I don't know if you're still here, but I don't know what that is. I've zoomed in, I still don't know what it is. AI a lot of times just generates stuff, and then you don't really know what the stuff is. It's just stuff. Samar says you don't get the cool effect from clay with glazed, and you just end up with bacteria and mold homes. No. Hence no tea in the fancy glazed pot unless you mean to clean it. Exactly. There's a confidential image. Exactly. That won't work so good as evidence. Yeah, I don't think so either. Okay. We're gonna showcase me again, and we have 18 minutes and 43 seconds on the clock for all you surrenders out there. For you guys who are just coming in, hello, welcome to the stream. I am just supposed to be making myself some tea, but I have to go temper these things. So I'm going to be right back, I guess. I don't want to have to keep showing the waiting screen. So I guess I can just leave you guys in the garden, and I shall be right back. Sorry, I was muted. Hello. I am back. And we have 14 minutes and 23 seconds left on the clock. The teapot and cup have been tempered. So, I'm going to try to pour from the kettle slowly. That should be enough. Alright, and I will put this here. The Angry Badger says, the food I ordered for dinner arrived. Yay! It wasn't what I ordered. Boo, but it was really, really good. Yay! +1 for Friday evening. Awesome. I'm so glad it was still good. It is disappointing sometimes when you want something and your heart is set on this thing that you want, and then when it comes, it's not it, and you're like, ugh. But then you're like, you know what? This is kind of good. So I'm glad it worked out. I'm glad it wasn't the horror story of, I ordered the food like this, and they didn't give it. A lot of times, here's a fun fact. I don't really like cheese on my hamburger. I think I've said this before. I don't like cheese, mayonnaise, any kind of thing like that on my hamburgers, sandwiches. And a lot of times when you go to the restaurants and you ask them for no cheese, then they put cheese on it anyway, or they put mayonnaise on it anyway, and it's just like, yeah, I'm not eating that, sorry. Samara says, hard part is, I know I am right about tempering the pot and cup, and I still hold my breath as you pour. Exactly. I know, because you never know how cheap these things are. These things might be super, super cheap. And to tell the truth, yes, I ordered them on Amazon. So, I am holding my breath as well. Amazon, okay? Amazon's good for some stuff, but for some stuff it's like, what? Here, I'm holding it up so you can see my pinky is extended as I am pouring my tea. This works on super cheap stuff. I'm glad it does. But you just might find something that is super, super cheap and too cheap for this to work on. Angry Badger says, I've not had a teapot or cup break when I've poured boiling water in, but I also don't hold the teacup over my lap when filling it. Exactly. You never know what can happen. And it was also kind of chilly here. Now, thankfully, my room is kind of warm now, but my room is a lot of times really cold. And if these, and you might not know, but there's actually a balcony door right here to my room. I don't really go out there, especially when it's cold. But if the wind blows enough, you can hear it and feel it coming in here. So that's why I really need to get that fixed. But if this is just sitting in a cold, cold place, then, yeah, exactly. If you don't temper it, the room itself could be such a refrigerated cold that the hot water would just instantly shatter it because it was so cold because of all the stuff in the room, or because the room was just cold, or because it was cold. So, anyways. Anything that just doesn't melt. Exactly. You've had things break if they weren't meant for boiling water, if you didn't temper them. Thankfully, it is hot here usually, so they just crack, not shatter. Yep, and then you have to put them in warm water for a while before hot tap water. Exactly. Yeah, so the thing about here, especially because our winters can be very cold, a lot of like dishes just sitting in the cabinets will be cold when you take them out. Like I like to have my heat up like kind of high, but even then, a lot of times when you go to the hard floors, they're so cold. Yeah, dollar store dishes can be very exciting. Exciting is a good word. But anyways, we have 8 minutes and 55 seconds on the clock, and I did not get started with this prompt that AJ gave. Alright, so I'm going to start a blank document. And you guys want to see what I'm doing. So I'm going to put the clock, little pop-out clock up here. And I'm going to showcase this. Uh-oh. There we go. Showcase the screen so you guys can see. Now we have to go find what AJ redeemed. AJ redeemed... Okay. There it is. Copy. Paste. Okay. Someone held the laptop over his head. Alright, I don't know if you guys can see. I'll say fit so that you can see. Alright, so we have 7 minutes and 55 seconds on the clock, and I did not even put any sugar in this tea. Now I already wet my spoon with the tea, so I'm not gonna scoop this spoon in there. But I'm just pouring a bit. Alright, let's stir it. This is very dark tea because the tea bag is in such a small cup. And it's going to be a lot of flavor, I know. I like cranberry vanilla though, so I might actually enjoy this. Okay. Yeah, I knew that. I don't like autocorrect. I like them to just underline a word if I get it wrong, not correct it for me, but fine. Feel free. 5 minutes on the clock for all you sprinters out there. Element Eds is here. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. How are you? Samar says, I shall post my badly written story in Twitch chat. It is this evening from someone's point of view, deliberately badly written. Oh my goodness. Feel free. Oh, I see. Oh, it starts with Agent Osandra of Odd Squad, so I'm automatically going to laugh. You are tired. It's okay. And time is up. How did you guys do for that sprint, everybody? Alright, so some of you guys probably saw me writing a bit. Here is the tea. Cheers. Pretty good. I love that. Okay, thank you again to Samar for redeeming tea time. Alright, so first we're gonna read Samar's story. Samar says, as Agent Osan... Oh, wait. Before this happens, I need to find out how many words I wrote. 194. And I'm gonna report to the, Sprinto. 194. Okay. Great job also to Una for sprinting with us. Alright, so we're gonna go to Samar's story. Samar says, as Agent Osandra of Odd Squad began her VR stream, Special Agent Someone knew he had to stop her before something odd was stopped, foiling the essential work of Will-O-Wisp. Constance was in the chat trying to distract her with redeems, but that was only delaying the inevitable until someone could unleash his attack with the help of a pair of base ops nicknamed the Ghosts. He entered the VR world and worked on swiftly giving them access to change her audio and video settings and switch windows. Then waited for the moment to strike as she got more and more frustrated. Finally, she was ready to go, and he unleashed the sonic bomb. Not as much fun as a real one, but this one sounded like a woodpecker, then a jackhammer, then a buzzing of 1,000 bees, then an angry Geiger counter, before it released a wildly distorted version of someone laughing over the noise until she silenced all the stream audio. Her plan would not go through tonight with the sonic bomb in the VR world and her computer screaming in her headphones and laughing maniacally every time she considered trying again. That is an accurate summary of what happened earlier today. Thank you to Samar for that. Oh no! Wait, you guys were in ads all the time? No! Well, while you're in ads, I shall sip out of tea. Cheers. Quite good. That is very relaxing. Thank you, Samar. That was a good tea. I can tag Badger. So Badger's named something else, but it has a parentheses Badger in. It's, there we go. Alright, so, you guys are back. Alright, Samar has tagged you guys in the Twitch chat in the Discord so you guys can read it, or I can read it again. I don't know what part you guys left off on. I don't know if I was reading that whole thing and you couldn't hear it. I did not know you guys were in ads. I should have seen. But yes, cheers. Una, you didn't see this stuff? I was showing it off earlier, but maybe you didn't see. I got a cute, fancy little teapot. And yes, it's cheap from Amazon, but it looks very stunning. I also got this cute little tea cup and the matching saucer. And it also came with the little porcelain spoon. Oh, lovely. Thank you for the butterflies in the garden. You found it in Discord? Nice. Alright, that was quite a good story, and that was a wonderful summary of what happened on the stream. That's honestly... No matter what, that is the truth of what happened. So, thank you again to Samar for writing that. That was really interesting. 100% fact, yes. No embellishment, of course. Alright, so now it's time for AJ's prompt, which was someone held the laptop over his head, a broad smile spread across his face. Is AJ here still? I believe so. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. If AJ's not here, we can still read it. I will try to post it in the chat. Okay, AJ is here. Someone held the laptop over his head, a broad smile spread across his face. The data was almost finished loading. The woman's eyes were wide. She flinched, nearly lunging at someone, but stopping short when the man retracted his arms more. Don't, please, she whimpered. Someone's smile only grew wider as he chuckled a little. The loading meter counted up from 89.9%, 90.5%, 92.7%. The woman held her breath as she scanned the room and her brain, trying to figure out what she should do next. 94.1%. Someone's chuckle grew into a laugh as he retracted his arms even more, the laptop aligning with the back of his head. He looked to the glass window in front of him and grinned wider. 98.7%. No! The woman launched herself at him right as he flung the device over his head and across the room. It flew straight through the glass window, shattering a large hole and falling 27 stories down, landing with a crunch. The woman ran up to the window and looked down in disbelief. Someone only continued laughing. His snickering trailed off as he slinked out of the room. To the end. That was from AJ's prompt of someone held the laptop over his head. smiling or something. So thanks again to AJ for that. Angry Badger says, I can vouch for Samar's testament. Yes, exactly. Also, Samar says, the cat has been fed. Yes! Awesome. Cheers to the cats. Alright. So, what should we do? Should we do more sprints, or should we... I don't know. I'm supposed to be streaming again Monday at 5 a.m. Eastern Time, Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Callie says, what's your favorite constellation? Yeah, Samar sprinted out of Samar's brain. Poor laptop, says Una. Oh, man. Callie, I would say, I don't know. I do enjoy when I look in the sky and see the Big Dipper or the Little Dipper. But I honestly just appreciate the stars as a whole. I don't have a particular favorite constellation. I just feel like I love to look at the stars. And I don't care what they are. I just look at them. Angry Badger says, Sheena heard the word fed and woke up. Oh no, she's telling me that I've not fed her for 3, maybe 4 days. Is that the dog that was snoring on your lap? Samar says, I am not sure, but my favorite star is the Sirius, which is in Canis Major. Yes. Really like the... I can't pronounce these things. Una says, which in human time is? 4 seconds, I'm sure. Yep, it is the dog. Okay, Callie says, does Secret Agent someone have a favorite or constant? Someone... Pleiades? 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 Probably. It's like Pilates. A favorite constellation. I can't say that they do. Constance likes the stars as well. Someone does, but he won't. Pleiades. Pleiades. Okay. Pleiades. Like that? Pleiades? I'm not putting the emphasis on the right part. But yes, I shall pour myself another spot of tea. Okay. Delicious. I'd go with Pleiades. Pleiades, yes. Pleiades, yes. Sorry. Thank you for the pronunciations. I appreciate it. I am kind of a little bit tired right now, and a lot is going on, but yeah. Like I said, Constance likes stars. I don't know if she will have a particularly favorite constellation. Someone, he likes stars more than he would want to admit, but he does enjoy looking at the stars sometimes. But it makes him a bit contemplative, sentimental, and if somebody saw him looking at the stars like that, they would probably ask him questions, so he doesn't want anybody to see him looking at the stars like that. Callie says, Ursa Major, these are your favorite? Which one is your favorite, Callie? Angry Badger says, word of advice, index finger on the knob of the lid when you pour. Yeah, okay, so I knew that too, but I was thinking about my other kettle, which the lid is secured, so that was a problem. I'm really tired, actually. Cassiopeia, right? I think. Which one's your favorite, Callie? Yes, only certain places in the world can see the certain constellations at a time because the Earth is rotating. So it's like, okay, in the fall, in the winter, and spring, and summer, the constellations are in different places in the sky, depending on where you are located on the world. And, Kelly says Ursa Major is known as the Great Bear. Yes. That's your favorite one? Yep, I know Ursa Major, Ursa Minor. I don't know all of the constellations, but I know some of them. It's just that, personally, my characters just... That's not something that they have. Like, they don't have a favorite constellation. Like, if somebody were to ask, what is your favorite constellation? They'll be like, I never thought about it. Kelly, yes. Interesting. Okay, thank you for the tidbit. Samar says... Yes. Thank you for those information bits. Okay. Whew. Alright. Alright, I'm wondering what I should do now. Yes, it can be seen from Egypt and not Greece. At any time of the year at all? Yeah, some things are positioned where no matter how the Earth rotates, I guess it still can't line up. Very interesting. That's part of how they knew the world was round in ancient times? Okay. Yeah, it's really interesting to think about Southern Star, yeah. Oh yes, since the world turns, it's still on an axis, so where Egypt is located, I guess can't see around to the bottom. I get it. I mean Greece, sorry. Egypt can see it, Greece can't. No, no? Oh no. Got it wrong. Angry Badger says, on a slightly different tangent, when you look at the stars, do you see pairs of fish and crabs and the such? Yep, Greece can't see below the celestial crater. Yes, exactly. That's what I meant. I accidentally said Egypt. Sorry. I'm sleepy. Angry Badger, yes. Slightly different tangent. I personally don't see that when I'm looking at the stars. Like, a lot of the constellations, they look kind of more like stick figures or something, and like you have to really use your imagination to see bears and stuff out of that. Personally, when I look at the stars, I don't necessarily see all that. I don't see fish and crabs. I just see stars, and I just personally think that the stars are beautiful without drawing anything in them. But I do understand the constellations, and they're pretty cool. I just personally don't see that. I mean, I could try. Like, if I'm looking for a constellation, I could try to find it. But I personally usually just see the stars for the stars that they are. Yeah, the Big Dipper and stuff. I can easily see them because they actually look like they're tracing out the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper. It doesn't look like some of these, it's like, this is a bear, and then it's like just a nose and like a tail and then like one hand. And then you have to literally draw everything else. And it's like, how is that a bear? There's not enough stars. But it's understandable. Badger says, Orion is the only one I can even vaguely recognize as a thing. Yep, Leo is totally a coat hanger. Exactly. So I'm like, it's like a tail and like a head or something, and it's like, okay, whatever you say. A child's drawing of a house, exactly. Yeah, some of these, honestly, if you're looking at the constellations, I would think that they were other things, and then once they trace it out, I'm like, wait, that's what they saw? Oh, okay. You might be mixing it up. Well, you guys do way better with the constellations than me. I can hardly name them, let alone find them in the sky. Yep, that's another thing we were talking about the other day. Different cultures see different things. One of the things is, like, if you are from a certain place and you see certain plants or certain animals around where you are, or you have a different way of thinking, when you look at the sky and see something, you think it looks like something, but we might not think the same thing because we are not thinking about the thing that you're thinking about. And that's totally fine. That's valid. Like I said, it's very interesting to see what people, especially people of old or people in different cultures, how they see things differently. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's like, oh, they're so naive. No, it's just that they think differently, and differently is okay. I just personally can't see it. Which one was the kite? I don't know. The one does look like a kite. Yep, exactly. Samar, you're right. They can see way more stars than a city because of the light pollution. Scorpion, Orion and Scorpio are constantly chasing each other. Yes. Okay. Alright, so I personally think that I should probably end the stream. Sorry. Kind of tired. Mother-in-law weirdly specific. Oh. Some Native American traditions, they have a young hunter and his elderly mother-in-law, yes. She is hunched over, yes. That's another thing. A lot of times they can look at the stars and tell whole stories about who this is and what they're doing, and that's good. Like I said, that's good. It's not like I'm criticizing it or anything. I'm just saying that that's a good imagination. And, like, if I see something, I may not have thought that. Like, kind of like how when I used to work at the preschool, some of the kids would say things, and it's not like, oh, they're just a naive kid. Like, they would say things that really made sense, and they were kind of smart, and I was just really like, wow, I never looked at it like that. That I just enjoy getting different people's perspectives. Yes, exactly. They were usually morality tales or histories of the like. Exactly. So, see, even though, like you would say, mother-in-law is weirdly specific, I do think that it would probably be based on a story that already exists. So, it's like, kind of like how you might be familiar with something like Naomi and Ruth. if there was a constellation based on Naomi and Ruth, it would be, this is a lady and her mother-in-law. Which you would just be like, because I know that story. So it would be not a problem. Also, hello Danny. Thank you for lurking. Much love. And if you don't know about Naomi and Ruth, that's okay.
Woohoo! Yeah!
Well, that's waking me up. Una says, it's funny, the other day I read, they are so different, why would they talk about, can't remember whom. It sounded strange to me because talking about the different perspectives and experiences usually makes my day. Yes. Exactly. I do appreciate that as well. Don't know what the draw is for, but thanks. I shall step outside in a moment and see if I can see the constellation. What? Wallaby. Samara says, there is no Naomi, only Mara. Naomi, aka Mara. And a clap for Samara, I guess. Alright. Yes, Samara bows. Alright. I like the birds' sounds. The cute butterflies. Kelly says the clap was for me. Oh, thank you. I don't know why you're clapping, but thank you. Bow and tip my hat. You can hear them now. Yay! I'm so glad. Your cat went to look at the... Oh no! What time is it? Like 8 o'clock? Almost 9 o'clock? $9:30. Okay. Yeah, you're 2 hours right now. Okay. So you don't move for daylight savings, do you? Because Sunday, we're gonna change to daylight savings. So we're gonna be 3 hours ahead of you now. Angry Badger says, so Sheena didn't stir in the slightest, but she'd wake up if you said F-O-O-D. Okay, I won't say it. Hello. Oh, hi, it's Kelly. Hi, how are you? Yep. Yes, like I was saying, we are about to change daylight savings. I thought that they said something about it was going to be the last time we do it. I don't know. But it sounds like that's not it. Because last year was supposed to be the last time. Or either this is supposed to be the last time. I don't know. I just don't care anymore. Alright, yep. Alright, bye. Alright. Yeah, they've been talking about it for a long time. But some states are just like, no, we're not doing that. But yeah, we are still doing it, I think. So we are supposed to change clocks this Sunday. And then everything will be wonky because the UK doesn't change until I think the 31st. And then you don't change ever. And then everybody's going to be whacked out. Australia changes after the UK, I think. And it's just like, this is a hectic time zone time. April 7th for us. Where are you? Are you in Australia, Element Eds? Kelly says, no one has seen Evil Inkpin. When was the last time you was spotted? I don't know. Yep, I knew you were in Australia. That's what I said. The United States does it first, then Europe, then Australia. Tamara says, I heard sirens. Maybe that's where he is. Oh no. Yeah, so I honestly, it's past 11:30 p.m. in my time zone, and it was very nice to hang out with you guys. And thank you guys for putting up with all my technical difficulties when the stream was whacked out. Hopefully next time I stream VR, it will be better than that. AI Australia? Air Australia? I can't see what that says. Element Head says, this manuscript is done except for a few final checks that I'll do tomorrow. I don't have the brain power right now to go scouring through other books. Totally understandable. Much success with the manuscript, and congrats on the progress you've made so far. That's awesome. Also, the Angry Badger, what time zone are you in? 470 pages done? That's amazing. Great job. Tamara says, we got rid of it because we have too much daylight. Exactly. Angry Badger, I have a question. What time zone are you in, if you don't mind me asking? Central. Okay, so that means that right now it's 10:30 for you, right? I was asking because I was going to say I could try to stay on the stream until it's your birthday so we can wish you a happy birthday, but it's about to be your birthday in 30 minutes for me, but it's gonna be an hour and 30 minutes with Central Time. I guess I could try. It's gonna be 1 a.m. Don't do that. Oh, well. You're in the Discord now, so I will try to tell Handsome Co-host to wish you happy birthday tomorrow. There's a role. If you don't mind, if you want to tell me that it's okay that I add you to it, then I will add you to it. You really need to sleep. Okay, great. So you're not even staying up until your own birthday. That's good to know. I didn't want to be disappointing. Samara says, when people have tried to reinstate daylight savings, we have suggested reverse daylight saving every time. Yeah. I'm glad you need to get sleep. Oh, goodness. Kelly has made me roast a marshmallow. Alright. Yep, I have to get sleep as well. Also, I was trying to leave the stream, but of course, since Evil Inkpin is not here, Kelly has to do the stalling. Angry Bandit says, what am I supposed to be adding you to? No, you don't have to add me to anything, but it's just that, look. So in the server, there is a birthday bot. There's a birthday bot that says happy birthday to people. So the thing is, there are some people I know when their birthday is, but they might not want the whole server to know when their birthday is. So, because if they announce it, the bot will say, hey everybody, it's so-and-so's birthday. Go wish them a happy birthday. And some people just don't want that to happen. So I'm saying, I make it where you have to come to me and tell me that you want me to put your birthday in the thing. Oh no. Ads. Okay. While the ads are on, I will light the candle. Not this one. I'll light this one. Okay. Let me know when you guys are back. Like someone, yes. Light something on fire. Okay. We will wait for them to return. While we are waiting for them to return, I do need to... Ouch. I need to, get started on this month's projects stuff. Also, there's something coming up that we're gonna see. Samar says, my cat just pushed my Princess Luna plush on the floor. Oh no! I always hear you talking about Princess Luna falling behind the couch. Oh no, get Princess. Badger's back, yay! Okay. Kelly, are you still here as well? So it's time for Roasty Toast. Okay. So, what was I saying before I said this? I don't even remember what I was saying. It's okay. Roasting and toasting. About birthday ball. Oh, yes. That's what I was saying. So like I said, there's some people that I personally know their birthdays, but I asked them to come to me and tell me that they want me to add it to the bot, because the birthday bot will announce and say, everybody's their birthday. Come help them celebrate. Yep, I will. Thank you. Yep, you can still ask and we will add to the bot. Yes. So basically, I have it where it says if you want your birthday announced, you can DM Wordy and tell her. But there are some people that, like, if you just tell me with your words here, then I'll just say, okay, nah, I do. But I try to make it where people have to, you know, specify that, because some people might be like, well, you know my birthday, but I didn't want you to put it in the bot and stuff. Thank you for... Thank you for the marshmallow redeem. Your birthday is June 31st. I thought you said it was March 9th. Someone doesn't want to be on the bot, but he is fictional, so he doesn't have a choice. Funny, he's not in the bot, but I announced it to anybody anyway, even though he really wouldn't want anybody to know. We had a whole birthday shenanigan month for him, and we did 2 birthday streams on his birthday. Yeah, he wouldn't like that. But yeah, like you said, he's fictional, so it doesn't matter. How about Constance? Yes, she doesn't mind. Every year I've been doing Constance's birthdays anyways. So I don't know if you probably came after the last Constance birthday, but Constance's birthday is on July 18th. And usually on July 18th I have a stream. I play the birthday episodes. We heard some of them because of someone's birthday. Because one of them was Constance's birthday and she was absent. And then one of them was just them in the car talking about birthdays. But I usually play those on Constance's birthday. And her birthday comes every year. Someone's birthday only comes once every 4 years because he was born on leap day. Samara says, I can be in the bot if I am not, but I may already be. Yes, you are, because I remember you, lizard twin. I added you with your lizard twin. And the thing is, you did say, hey, the birthday bot said they were deleting stuff. I don't know when you added me, but you can add me again. And then I looked at it and they had deleted you, so I put you back on with your lizard twin. Samara says, don't worry, I will forget details by then. You're saying you'll forget by July 18th, versus Constance's birthday. Yep, lizard twin was always in there. Yes, he was. But the thing is, since lizard twin was already there, when I looked at it, only lizard twin was on the day and not you. So I said, yep, they deleted Tamar. So I added you back on there with the lizard twin. They didn't delete lizard twin because lizard twin already had a birthday registered before the date that the bot got reset or whatever. Lizard twin predates the bot. Yes. Angry Badger says, Samar, I do apologize. I just realized I've been misnaming you. What? Oh no. Because a lizard twin. Okay, so since you guys don't know about lizard twin, basically, if you saw him earlier in lizard twin is eternal. So if you saw him earlier in the chat, I don't know, he might be still here. I think the Angry Badger is saying that they should have been calling you lizard twin. Okay, so the thing about lizard twin is, if you saw that guy earlier, he might still be watching, but he said that his... Oh, Samara. Oh, interesting. It does look kind of like Samara. Like the F is an A instead. That's cute though. That's a cute name. But yes, I'm like Samar. I answer to a lot of stuff. Oh, that's an online nickname? Oh, that's so cute. I like it. But yeah, I answer to a lot of stuff. Like sometimes if a person really wants to know what my name is, I tell them. But if people call you Faye, which is weird. Yeah, I guess they just take the Samar part off and just say, hey Faye. That's cute. But yeah, I two of your RP characters, exactly. A lot of times I tell people the real pronunciation of my name, but if they call me something else, I'm not offended. Like, there's one person that I met that was like, when somebody gets your name wrong, don't you just want to... It's like, it's not that serious to me. People always get my name wrong, and it doesn't... I mean, it's not... Like, what is up? It's okay. Like, I understand the feeling of wanting somebody to get your name right, but it's not like, I just want to... Like, no. I either tell them what my name is, and if they still can't pronounce it, like, I'm very graceful with that. I'm like, I understand my name is weird, so I don't even expect people to say it right. I am surprised when they do. Samar is a Fae, so is like if I called you a Sandra human, exactly, then call me human, exactly. That's funny. Well, that's kind of like saying wordy girl and then just taking the wordy off and just calling me girl instead of wordy. That would be hilarious. Nobody's done that. People call me wordy all the time. They don't call me girl. That's funny. Well, some people say girl, but they don't like call me girl like that's my name. That's funny. Samara says, I decided to just add Faye to my pronouns to make it less weird. Funny. But yeah. Okay, anyways, Lizard Twin. I was trying to tell you the story of Lizard Twin. So, Josai Source, he might still be watching the chat, but he said his Wi-Fi is wonky. Basically, call me anything, just not, don't call me late for dinner. Exactly. That's funny. But yes, Lizard Twin might still be watching, but he says Wi-Fi is wonky. But Lizard Twin is basically Josiah's source, who is actually my brother. But I figured out that Samar is actually related to me too, because Samar is born on the same day as my brother, which makes them twins. So that's why they're Lizard Twins now. They were born on April 4th. Which is actually coming up very quickly. I feel like time is moving too fast now. It's like it's already March. Like, I hear birds outside and stuff in the morning, which is nice. It feels like spring now. But it still starts to get back cold, and I'm like, it kind of feels like spring, but it's like not quite spring yet, and I don't want to go outside and get sick. But Samar lives in the desert, as Samar says. Samar lives under a rock like a lizard. Exactly. Yeah. Now, we don't live in a desert. We live in, the city. Which is weird. City lizard. Josiah is a city lizard who likes to skateboard. Kelly says, I hear someone has a birthday coming up soon on March 13th. I wonder who. Yes, Saurus does mean lizard. It does. Yes, Josiah Saurus loves dinosaurs and lizards because he loves all of the stuff. Lizard, 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 dinosaurs. Yes, someone's birthday already passed, but someone else, which is me, does have a birthday on March 13th. That is correct. So, that is actually next week, which is weird. 80s gecko and sunglasses skateboarding. Exactly. Gasp, says Samar. Samar didn't know. Yes, my birthday is next week. On a Wednesday, I think? Wordy has birthdays! Yeah, exactly. That's weird. Yeah, I am sneaking up on Yeah, it's been kind of hectic, but I guess my birthday is next week. Alrighty. Let's see. Who is streaming? Oh, the Quiz King is still streaming. I guess we could rate the Quiz King just because we played his video earlier. Kelly says, I think Handsome Coast is planning something for Where to Go. Maybe. Angry Badger says, my personal advice is stay forever young. Interesting advice. I'm not sure who can follow it. Samara says, mine is be forever young in your heart. Yes. Never lose your sense of wonder. Correct. Callie thinks Samara is stalling? Co-host doesn't think so. Angry Badger says, I used to tell people, don't grow old, but the implications of that are a bit grim, so stay forever young instead. We don't need people looking for the fountain of youth around here again. Exactly. Or the lost city of gold. Yes. It is very good and important to keep the youthfulness in your heart. The wonder and the childlike faith and everything. So I think that's good advice. That's okay to be old. Yes, don't neglect your inner child, says Una. Unless you are Danny. Oh no, yes. Well, not Danny Fandoms. If Danny Fandoms is still here, that's not who we're talking about. We're talking about Danny Siller from Escape This Podcast. She just doesn't get with the childhood, like, stuff. Like, childhood wonder and all that. She's like, Yeah. But yes, we can go ahead and raid the Quiz King. So, thank you guys so much for following the channel, for subscribing. Who are subscribed, much love. Thank you for just following, chatting, hanging out with me, and dealing with all the technical difficulties. This is probably going to be a horrible stream to try to watch on the replay. But I appreciate you guys being there and helping me to troubleshoot stuff. Hopefully next time it will be, Wordy is stalling? I am? Hopefully next time it will be, smoother. So we'll see what happens. Yes, grow old with style. Nice. Alright. And the butterflies. I love the butterflies. Alright, so thank you guys so much for being awesome. Much love. God bless and much success with all the stuff you guys are working on. Hopefully I can stream again soon. The plan is for me to stream again on Monday at 5 a.m. Eastern Time. Then I'm also supposed to stream on Tuesday, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, and then stream again on Wednesday at this time, 10 p.m. Actually, I started at like 9 this time, but 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday, and then on Thursday and Friday, maybe a surprise. And Callie is stalling. Callie has redeemed a minigame. Alright, we're gonna play a minigame, okay? The minigame is going to be a staring contest. Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Ah, I blinked because I'm so sleepy. Alright, so that was your minigame, Kelly. Thank you. We're gonna raid Quiz Geek. Quiz, 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 quiz king. Alright, so when you get there, you can say hello, hello, hello. Or you can say word up, or whatever you want to say. Morning streams break my streak. Oh no. So sorry. Your cat won. She's still staring. Yes, of course your cat won. Cats. I don't think I ever win staring contests with cats. Much love. God bless, much success with all the stuff you're working on. Sending prayers, love, and hugs your way. Always. I thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys so much. And have a blessed one. Bye.
Hey, wordy girl with a brain of 8. Welcome in, everyone.